both of us and anyone watching this most likely is essentially in the business of selling trust, right? And so it's how do you facilitate trust? And let's talk about that a little bit more, because you and I started working together in 2016, and if only we had invested in Zoom back then, right? I got into Zoom in 2014. I think we got into it, or you got into it, I think, when in 2016. So this has kind of been part of our business model, ever
I tell everybody that, because it's like,
yeah.
I said, we've been using this tool for marketing, and I said, now everybody's on board, which is awesome. I mean, it makes our life even easier because this is what we're used to using, and we're very effective at using it, which is fun. I mean, I love Zoom.
One of the things that I think is becoming less important, but I still think there's a thought around it, was when you're dealing with big case sizes, and just for audience benefit, I mean, what is a typical case? I mean, or a range of cases that you deal with?
Yeah, it's the range used to be really anything, but now, I really won't get involved in a case. I mean, I got somebody else can do some of the smaller ones if I have one that has to be done, but it's anywhere from $500,000 a year in premium, and there's no limit on the upside of it. But the biggest one I'm working on right now is about $3.5 million a year in premium. So
we're talking target premium.
3.5. Well, that's premium. So it's the target on that one was like 2.8 million or something, running in that area. But anywhere from, but if you're talking target premium, usually around 300,000 target premium at the lowest, and up, there's no sky's the limit on the other side. But it's like most cases I write are around $1 million a year premium. I mean, that's which is about 600,000 in target, or 500,000 depending on the carrier.
And the clients that you work with, I mean, they're essentially throughout the United States. There's no,
they're all of them are. Yeah,
you're meeting with them on Zoom, and at this point, do you even ever meet them in person?
You say that, but because we don't, and we got a lot right now going on, so I can't meet them all in person right away. But I don't usually go meet them unless there's somebody that are we really connected on a higher level, or they're just that kind, like me. I like to concrete the relationship, so I do try to go see most of them. And then some of them, like for an example, I have a new client in Miami, and this is funny you brought this up. So we were talking the other day. He said, "Hey Shane, so now I'm investing with you on your real estate stuff." He said, "Now it's time for us to meet in person." I said, "Well, it is time." I said, "I already know this guy. It was really cool about something about him." Anyway, so flying out to Miami in a couple of weeks, and he's got a yacht, and he wants to take me spearfishing on it. And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds like something I'd love to do." So
it's like, if we're going to meet in person, we need to have incentives, right? I mean, for me,
here's the funny thing. We're dealing with a lot of this stuff right now. I said, let's get all this stuff cleared up out of the way. We don't have to talk business when I come down. We can talk real estate, but we won't be talking about much of this other stuff that we do. He said, absolutely not. He said, let's just have some fun. So we're going down there to enjoy, the relationship that we've already got going. And I mean, I don't have a problem running down there. And I said, yeah, because he was thinking, he said I could fly out there. I said, no, let me fly down there. I hadn't been down there in a while. And he said, well, yeah, we can go out on my yacht and go spearfishing. I was like, it's exactly what I want to do. Let's go.
So let's talk about ideal clients, from a couple different aspects. And this is the thing that, I think really got us pretty well connected from the beginning, and, created the relationship that we had, is that you and I think both value fun, loosely stated, in all of our interactions on Zoom from 2016 to the videos that we created to the clients that, you attracted. I mean, you're always being yourself. You're not trying to put on airs, like things like expression. Right. You're not trying to, be what, the market tells you that you should be. Just
try or script something out.
Script something out. Yeah.
Now we know. I mean, when I first met you, I thought it had to be like professionally done, and now we know that that's actually the opposite. People want to actually get to know who you are. If they're listening to our videos, it's somebody that's probably like-minded or likes the personality, and they had probably the same type of personality. So I've learned that, having fun on the videos is what we've always been about, and I think that's how that's where the success came from. Is my mindset is always like,
and so from there, and I think that's really important, because I think key of marketing, which a lot of people don't always appreciate, is that you want marketing that attracts your ideal client, but you also want marketing that repels people that are not a good fit. In my case, ultimately, I don't care about how many, sales calls I have. I care about how many closes I have, and I only want to close someone if they're a good fit. They have a need for my service. I enjoy working with them. Everything lines up. Then it's not pushing, it's not chasing. It's very, they're attracted to you, and it's facilitating the next steps for the most part. I very proactively decline opportunities if I sense that this is going to be stressful or not fun, and
It's not a good fit.
It's always, for me, it's anchored back into, I think, the work that you and I did starting in 2016. You now work with a few billionaires, which blows my mind.
Mine too. Would have known.
Yeah, you think, okay, well, if I'm working with a billionaire, okay, like all the stuff about being fun and whatnot, that makes sense at the lower level. But now I need to be like really serious, and I need to be impressive. So tell me what it's like working with a billionaire or billionaires.
Well, the funny thing is that most the billionaires that we're working with, they're all newly formed billionaires. That's why they're working with us. So they think it's as crazy as we do, and so it's just we have fun talking about it. They're like, I have no idea. I still don't know how to act, as a billionaire.
As a billionaire,
they don't change. They're like me. They don't change anything. They're themselves, and just that's why we meet them, because they're usually go through the system. They're our kind of guys, and so our girls.
Yeah.
Obviously we have a girl coming in next week, so first one, I'm excited, but so like nobody. I think if because of where I'm at, I'm not any, I'm not any more demanding than I was before, or I don't act a certain way because I have more money, or I'm I just think if you were brought up right, and you do become super successful, you really should be even nicer to people.